So I know it's not just me that has had the ending of Final Fantasy VII Remake on his mind since completing it. Whether you liked it or not, that ending is definitely something that is in need of a good discussion. So that's what we're going to do today. When I finished the game, I didn't know what to think. When we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, I thought that was exactly what we were getting. A retelling of the original game's story with a few extra bits here and there to flesh out some stuff. And for the most part, that was what we got. Until the super hot flaming curveball that was sent hurling straight to our faces in the final chapter. When I saw Sephiroth at the end of the bridge, as much as I didn't want it, I was expecting a final boss fight right here. I figured they just explained the party being able to match Sephiroth's power in the game would be because this was another clone and nowhere near as powerful as the real Sephiroth. But I was wrong. He starts spouting this weird stuff about destiny and opens a portal to some other dimension or something. And don't get me started on the scene with Zack against the army of Shinra soldiers. Originally, I was thinking that this was some kind of vision or something, but we'll get back to that. Now back to Sephiroth's portal. So Sephiroth goes through, waiting for Cloud and the others to follow, except Aerith stops Cloud and does something to the portal, changing it from darkness to a brighter light or something. What she did and how she knew to do that is beyond me. As far as I know, it's not explained, unless I missed something. She continues on about some other cryptic stuff before they eventually go through the portal. Again, how she knows this stuff is not explained. On the other side, they end up in what looks like another version of Midgar, and the Whispers all combine to create a giant entity that they must defeat to free themselves from Destiny itself. During the fight, they have these visions of events that we've seen in the original games and its sequels. After they defeat the Arbiter's fate, they end up in another version of Midgar that looks like the end of the original game because now you can see Meteor up in the sky, so I guess they're in the future now. Sephiroth absorbs the meteor and then you fight him. After the fight, he and Cloud teleport to another location called the Edge of Creation, and then he extends his hand asking Cloud to join him in defying Destiny. Cloud denies, of course, and they have a face-off similar to their final battle at the end of the original Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth stops the fight short, tells Cloud that this is not the time for it, and says he has 7 seconds until the end, and questions what he'll do with it. What does that mean? Who knows? I'm guessing that it has something to do with Aerith's death, but it's cryptic mumbo jumbo again, so I have no idea. And now we're back to Zack and his fight with the Shinra soldiers. We see that somehow he survived the battle that killed him originally. This was when I started to lose it. I, like many of you, I imagine, was not expecting that at all. Like, what does this mean for the future? We see a bag with stamp on it, except it's a different dog breed than what we've been seeing throughout the whole game. So is this another timeline separate from the one we've played? Are we in a new world now? Did our actions create a butterfly effect and change things in the world? I don't know. Anyway, we see Cloud and the others back in their real world, just outside of Midgar, and they decide to go after Sephiroth due to him being a danger to the planet. As they walk off, we see Zack walking with Cloud from his time heading towards the group. Initially, I thought that they were about to encounter each other, but it seems like that might have been just them sensing each other's presence across time or realities. Again, we don't know. And that brings me to what I think about the ending of the game. I kind of liked it. While I feel like the Whispers and the whole Singularity area could have been executed better, I kind of understand what they were going for to an extent. While I can understand why some people wouldn't be on board, after days of thought and processing, I've decided that I am on board with what's to come. I just really want to know what's next, but there's no telling how long it'll be before the next part. Will it be good? Who knows? I will say this though. At first I was a bit sad by the big change at the end of the game. I was expecting part 2 to continue the original story and I was looking forward to it, but now there's no telling if that's what we're getting. It could very well be for all we know. But until we start to get info on the next part, all we can do is speculate on what little we have. The execution could have been better, in my opinion. Less confusing stuff would have been nice, but I know the story of the original Final Fantasy VII like the back of my hand, and I guess if I want to experience again, then I can just replay the original, right? I'm really interested to see if things will play out similar to before. Will Aerith live? Will someone else die? Who knows? The future is unknown now and anything might happen. But I want to know what you guys think now. I'd really like to discuss this with you guys, so please feel free to discuss it down in the comments below. And I'm always up for a good discussion, so whether you disagree or agree with me, let's hear it. If you liked the video, then please leave a like and subscribe if you want more Final Fantasy related content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, take care and be sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys.